Fun on the Run is gonna suck ass. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We got an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms on mine. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hallowed walls, we are together. Yes.
So Heather and I have decided not to go to Fun on the Run this year. We were going to go to Nashville. We were going to spend 10 hours in the car.
12 hours.
Because Heather has to poop every 5 minutes.
Stop it.
Well, you do. It's true.
No, I'm talking about traffic and stuff, Chris. You never make the time that it says number one. And number two.
Number two is exactly what you do the entire trip, Heather.
From here to Nashville, it's a solid 11 hours minimum, not 10.
I plan my driving trips around your poops, so I would say that's at least 2.5 poops.
That's enough.
So we're not going to Nashville, and I think it's for good reason. We thought that Fun on the Run was going to be amazing, but all the information that we found...
You thought that Fun on the Run
But all the information that we found out so far does not sound good. There will be the box of fun that'll be available there. Meh. And we've heard a lot of people are actually dropping out from going to Fun on the Run themselves. And this is mainly because Funko hasn't announced enough information to entice us to go. They haven't really told us what's going to be going on there. The only thing that we've seen is that stupid box.
And realistically, we were not going for the box. We were going for the experience. I mean, the Nashville is the one that's closest to us, and it's the very first Fun on the Run. So it would have been cool to see and see some fights break out.
Yeah, so we expect that there's going to be a lot of nonsense going on there, but that's really only if a lot of people end up showing up. This might not have a ridiculous turnout like we think. You think?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. This is going to be in a Walmart parking lot, which, number one, that is not a good start.
No.
When you're in a Walmart parking lot, because there's a lot that goes on in a Walmart parking lot aside from a Fun on the Run event.
I don't even want to talk about it.
But I wish that Funko would have come out and explained a little bit more about what is going to happen. We're talking about Fun on the Run happening just a couple of days from today. We should know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. We've seen like little snippets of, hey, Fun on the Run's happening, here are the dates that's happening, and here is the box that you could get while you're there. So at one point, Funko actually pulled the blog completely down off their website, but now it's back up, where it offers that you can buy the Fun on the Run box at home, which most people did not care about because they're still up as of today.
Yeah, they were put up almost a full week ago.
Yeah, that's not good. Typically, boxes like this fly off the shelves over at Funko.com, but not this time. And we talked about this in a recent video. Mostly this is happening, I think, because the mystery was taken away from the entire box. We should have had some mystery involved in this box. That would have made it sell out. That would have made it more exciting. But that's gone. So here we are now with the blog. And what does the blog tell us?
It basically tells us that Funko has teamed with Walmart and they're doing the Fun on the Run at select Walmart locations.
Great.
They have the dates and the locations. If you click the location, it takes you to Google Maps of the actual location that it's going to be at.
Yeah, that was the other issue that we had mentioned, is that they didn't tell you exactly where this stuff would take place. They just gave you cities and states, and that was it. So now they're at least offering you that, so I guess that's good. So one thing that is mentioned on their Instagram about this event is that they're going to have giveaways. So that's kind of fun. You have the opportunity to buy the box as well. They do mention that. But the giveaways most likely will be protos, I would assume, because that's typically what they do at events like this.
Not just protos.
Or they just give away items, random.
Yeah, and not only did they mention giveaways, but they also mentioned that wristbands will be given out at 7:30 a.m., where the Fun on the Run event doesn't start until 10. Which means that people are probably going to get there an hour before, up to maybe 12 hours before, or whenever they start allowing people to line up. That is going to be an absolute disaster. I mean, imagine having to wait 2.5 hours before the event starts just to get a wristband.
Yeah. In
a parking lot.
Yeah, that was the number one reason why I didn't want to go anymore, is because I didn't want to have to wait in a really long line. I didn't want to have to stand there early in the morning. I'm not up for that anymore.
Me neither. And it also says it will most likely be hot at most of the stops. Please plan accordingly and remember to bring water, SPF, hats, etc. in case there is a line.
I love that they tell you how horrible this experience is going to be, because that's like, hey, it's going to be really hot out. It's going to suck.
It's hot outside, and you're going to be in a parking lot, a hard, hot parking lot.
Right.
Enjoy. Oh, and by the way, you get to wait for the event to start 2.5 hours minimum before it actually starts. So have fun. That just sounds miserable. And the fact that they're telling you to bring water makes it sound like they're not offering any refreshments or anything.
I would imagine they wouldn't, because how could they? They're on the road. Like, they're not bringing water.
No. It's not even just that. Like, they should designate someone to be there prior to them getting there with like some sort of refreshments.
Or Walmart.
Yeah.
Because they're doing this in conjunction with Walmart. So why couldn't Walmart sort of step in and offer up water or whatever?
You know Walmart makes a ton of money. They can give water to a few fanatics. A few thousand fanatics.
A few thousand fanatics?
So one thing that I really do not like about this Instagram post, and at least they're being honest, this is another thing that like absolutely turns me the off. The Fun on the Run event will start at 10 a.m. local time zone. Just like any other road trip, we're hoping to get to all our stops on time.
Oh boy.
So they hope to be at their events on time. And I get it. I completely understand. But imagine if we drove all the way to Nashville, okay? 10 hours, we break it up over 2 days. We arrive in Nashville, finally. We line up at 7:30 a.m. Funko doesn't show up at 10 a.m. They don't show up at 11 a.m. They don't show up at 12 p.m. And then Walmart comes out and says, hey guys, events move to tomorrow.
Oh God. Well, I mean, who knows if that's actually going to happen? I mean, that's a possibility.
It's a possibility. So that's another reason, in my opinion, why we shouldn't travel that far. Now, if they were going like somewhere locally where it's like a 2 or 3 hour drive, fine. I would totally be up for that, because it's not like it's taking multiple days for us to get there and get back home.
Yeah.
But the fact that the first stop is so far away for us personally, may show up on time, they may not show up on time, you have to wait forever, you have to bring your sunscreen, you have to bring your waters. It's like,
there's not enough to entice somebody to come to this, especially from a long distance, when you're talking about possibly not making it there on time, how hot it's going to be, bring your own water, which are totally understandable. But
me too.
There's too many things that are being stacked here that makes me not want to take a long trek to go. Too bad that Funko didn't set something up here on the East Coast, because if they would have said, oh, we're stopping in PA, or we're stopping in North Carolina or Jersey or something, maybe I would have made the trip, because it's not too far away from me. But 10 hours, Funko, there's no way in hell I'd be able to do it.
Stop saying 10 hours. The GPS literally says 11, and that does not include PP
I
stops.
always forget about your pooping. I'm sorry. It happens every time. So I don't know. At this point, it's hard for me to tell you that you should go to this thing, but I also don't want to turn off anybody who does want to go or who's on their way of going. Funko, you should have done a lot better with planning and coordination and what's going to happen and what's going to be available and your events that are going to be there. Like, I feel like it's going to be a truck that pulls up. You're going to stand in front of it like a food truck. They're going to have a couple umbrellas. You're going to be hanging out there. It's going to be all these people, and it's going to be hot. And people are going to get disgruntled and angry. They're going to take all their crap, and then they're just going to roll out. And you're going to be there for all of like 30 minutes or something, 20 minutes. That's how I'm envisioning it, but it could be much better than that. I just don't know, because we haven't seen one yet.
It's not 20 or 30 minutes. They have to get through all those transactions.
Well, the lines and everything too. But I'm just saying, like the event itself though, like the time of enjoyment could be like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The only upside to this is that you might run into some Funko fanatics that are friends, or maybe you're going with a bunch of friends. That's the best part of it. But outside of that, I just cannot understand why anybody would want to drive 12 hours to go to this thing. Remember, that's 12 hours in pooping time.
But like Chris said, we don't want to turn anybody off from going. We just personally are way too...
We just did. We turned off everybody. What are you talking about?
We are way too old to be cramming this many driving and pooping hours into one trip. Time off of work, money spent at all these different hotels we would have to go to. Like I said. Oh my God,
yeah. Like all of that. Like all the money, all the time taken off work. Like that's a whole other thing. I forgot all about that point. Yeah, all that stuff. And only to arrive and it not to be that great.
I mean, for all we know, it could be a fantastic time. However, that box isn't enticing for me, but the event, like, piques my interest a bit. To me, not worth the drive time, not worth the cost
Exactly.
it would take for us to get
Overall, what Funko is trying to do sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see how it all turns out. Okay, so let's leave it at that. I'm excited to see how it goes. I just do not have a good feeling about it. That's where I'm leaving it.
there. We should have said that before.
Before we just went on and talked about your
people will
pooping.
turn this video off once they hear us talking about it.
It's fine, whatever. People are going to like what they like. Listen, here's what I want to talk about. Mischief Toys and our Toxic Ghastly hats. Because I'm wearing one right now, and we do have a couple available on mischieftoys.com.
Do we?
And we don't even have that many left. It's very, very low. But what I wanted to show you is how these guys glow in the black light. This hat and this shirt, I bought this new black light contraption that's hanging on the side of our desk. It's really great. I'll post a link to it in the description. It's really cool. It has like these bendy arms, but I'm going to turn this puppy on and we're going to take a look at my shirt, which if you didn't order one, you missed out big time because they are black light reactive. This thing is amazing under the black light.
Realistically, he doesn't really care about our really cool merch that we're selling. He just wants to show you his black light.
No, I love this shirt. It's amazing. And the hat
No,
too.
I know you do, but like, what's it matter? Because we don't have any of the shirts for sale.
I wish we did because this shirt's amazing and you
I
guys
know, it's
need
so
it if
cool.
you hadn't bought it yet. But let's take a look at the shirt and the hat. How amazing is this shirt?
I can't even look at you. It's so bright.
It's so bright. And then you also have the hat. How cool is that?
They look so good. I'm
do?
thrilled with how they came out.
I'm thrilled with it as well, and it's so bright that I can actually see it on the side of this table here. How bright! Actually, you can see it right here too. How bright this is. So if you picked up a shirt, they are actually being shipped out and should be to you by at least I think the end of the weekend. If you're in country, if you're out of the country, it might be a little bit different. And hats again are still on the website. So if you want to go buy yours, buy them now. We don't have very many left, but they actually might be sold out by the time we put this video up.
They might be.
Yeah, they might be gone. So good luck. Go and check out mischieftoys.com if you want to get yourself a hat. They come in a trucker hat and they also come in a regular flat brim hat. Check it out, mischieftoys.com.
We got a package from our friend Amy over in the UK, and our friends Shadow Force sent us a couple of these guys. As you know, I absolutely love these like safe package openers. I'm gonna link these in the description down below because I just love them so much, and I feel like everybody who collects anything collectible should have these because I cannot tell you how many times I've taken a knife to a package and completely ruined the box.
Oh my God, you've done it so many times and it's ridiculous every
Yeah.
time you do it.
My very first pop, I actually opened, not with a knife, but with a pen, and I still have a pen mark on the box.
Look at this. I mean, I always make fun of Heather for liking this, but they actually do work really, really well.
Yeah, and they only cut as deep as the box because the blade doesn't go far,
Yeah.
so it's just phenomenal.
So these are from our friend Amy, all the way in the UK. She reached out to us when we made a video about these Funko Pops. We didn't know if we'd be able to get them because Funko had announced that they were going to be limited. So it's the Gremlins, Gizmo, and Stripe black light, and perfect timing because I have a new light. And we're going to brighten these guys up and take a look at them underneath the black light. I love these Funko Pops. They're fantastic. And I also love that they come with those special edition stickers. Also, the other day we showed off the Screaming Clown. So we're going to take a look at all of these underneath the black light. So there are the Funko Pops without being under the black light. But now we have to shine these guys up because I bet they're going to look amazing.
They are. I'm so
And guess
excited.
what, Heather?
Yeah,
I got my new
black light.
handy dandy light from Amazon. Again, it's in the description down below if you want to buy yours. Hey, I didn't say to turn off the light. What are you doing?
Nobody wants to see your face. Let's go.
They shine extremely bright. And yours does too. I was wondering how that white was going to turn out underneath the black light, but it's really, really bright.
It is, and white normally doesn't shine in the black light very well as like when it comes to Funko Pops, which is why they make a lot of the pops yellow.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Yeah, I love it.
I do want to say though, I don't feel like it's like a bright, shiny white. I feel like it's more like just the light reflecting off of
Maybe
it.
that's, yeah, I agree.
Like more than
Turn around his
shining
hair.
on
Let's
the,
see his hair on the
the
back.
paint.
Yeah, that hair's bright though.
Yeah, it looks good.
Big shout out to Smile World for sending us that guy. He
Thank
is
you,
awesome.
Smile World.
And thank you, Amy, for sending me my Gremlins, my Gizmo, and my Stripe. So what do you think about these Funko Pops in and out of the black light? We'd like to know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. And what do you think about Fun on the Run? Are you still going to go? Are you excited about it? Do you think it's going to be a lot better than we stated? We'd love to know your thoughts and more. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Steven Anderson, Celeste Crawford, Andy Veloff, June Funko, Simon Crook, Dylan Akshima, Casey Hewlett, Keith Matthews, SBB Briggs, and JR Garcia. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. Thank you so much for staying until the very end of the video. We do want to remind you to check out 7bucksapop.com and also mysterygrill.com. Mystery Grill drops a brand new box every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. In it, you get a random mystery Funko Pop, candy, and a scratch-off card that can reveal points or prizes, and the points can add up to something really big on their prize shop at mysterygrill.com. Also, check out 7bucksapop.com and buy yourself a Pop Shield armor, because if you get a Grail, you're going to need to protect that Grail. Buy yourself a Pop Shield armor. It has a magnetic top, and it's a really thick pop protector. It'll protect all of your most popular and valuable Grails. Check them both out, 7bucksapop.com and mysterygrail.com. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we hunt together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.